Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, so I'm Siti Sarah. I'm from International Islamic University, Malaysia. I would like to interview you about your successful in life. Thank you for joining us for this interview.
Thank you.
I'm going to interview you about the successful in life. So basically, there will be several questions for me to ask, and the duration would be 20 to 30 minutes. Are you willing to participate? Alright, so for the first questions, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
My name is Faris bin Saiful Bahari. I'm from a small family. We have I have one brother, one sister. Now my father has passed away last 12 months. Myself is actually an entrepreneur who started the past 10 years follow my father in the past 10 years.
Can you tell me more about your business and where do you start and where is currently your business standing now?
I started from 10 years ago with my late father, Dr. Saiful. We had a great times actually. He is one of my mentor who taught me many things about entrepreneurs and business. I have this dream of doing an academy for this country, for in Asia nations. This academy is actually created to help those who are in need. I'm focusing on more on youth development programs, whereby that we brainstorming with UK institutions to come up with these ideas. In fact, myself personally met the UK's higher councils for this education that we are doing now in Malaysia. After my father passed away, I started this academy named Alexander Oxford Academy, which is quite interesting. I did this when I see the market potential in Malaysia itself. They do not have this industrial work-based education. This is something which I call you do things in the relevant future. You know, you do things, something that you learn, and you do things that you will work. You know, it's like all of this industrial practical based learning, we focusing more on practicality compared to other education methods. They using more on theory, which is I don't see the point of using theory as much as we learn, but we do not apply the most. In my academy, that we have 3 schools. I call it ASB, arts, sports, and beauty. When the students join us, they will learn 80% of practicality. So after they finish these courses, they can apply into a different level. Compared to people who learn 2 years, 3 years, I don't think they have the entrepreneurship experience, you know. So this type of learning that we are focusing on. My business is just started in this year, and definitely will kick off next year because we just received all this investment from outside. So it will definitely kick off next year, 2015.
So how old are you actually? So can you tell me about your educational background?
I'm 25 years old, uh, going to 26 by the next year. My education background is only PMR, penilaian menengah rendah, whereby it's actually in Form 3 that is solved so far actually, to be honest.
What are the reasons for you not going to school? Why are you not finishing like other students?
Well, when I was Form 3, I came up with one question in my life, whereby that question was, why should I study geography, history, and a few others? And I started that question very deeply into it. And I did ask few teachers to answer that question, but they couldn't answer me. They say this is something that you need to know, and I said why I need to know. And again, I didn't get a good answer. Why do I have to go through all this? Because in the future, I think during that moment, my father was businessman. He studied in UiTM, bachelors and all that, masters in the, I think outside from Malaysia, abroad, UK and all that. In a way, I don't see those things is in need for entrepreneurs. I'm not saying that during that time in the Form 3, I would like to be an entrepreneur, but I just started to question all this unnecessary education, which we are not using it after the SPM level. Those things, history, geography, KH, it's kemahiran hidup and all that. I don't find it necessary somehow. If we study on the basic levels of education, it is fine. But if we go through deeper and deeper, even they teach us about perdagangan and all that, but it's not to the standard that they're supposed to deliver when they finish SPM. Alright.
Do you think that you did not perform well in school, or you just don't like to go to school?
That time, mainly that time when I asked the teacher, they couldn't answer me in a proper way. I started to think that I should stop. Why should I be here? Probably I can start study a diploma. In fact, when I was 16, I already studied in a college, a diploma level. And the best part is I can cope with all the students whereby they are all older than me, 24, 25. I'm just 16 that time, you know. So, well, it's not that I couldn't cope up in the school or maybe it's not my interest of studying all those, because I felt that there's something wrong in this education system compared to other countries so far, if we do some research, you know.
So it can be seen that one of the person that helped you into this entrepreneurs is your father. So what are the reasons that driven you to become a successful person?
Well, to be honest, that particular time when I was 15, 16, 17, I couldn't see where is my vision of what you're going to be. What is your future? You're going to be a doctor, engineer. It's quite a loss actually. But I know deep in my heart that there must be something that I can do. In fact, I followed my father for 10 years. I still didn't see what should I do, you know. But in the remaining 10 years, I learned the hard way, the easiest way of being entrepreneurs. So it's after he passed away and I started my own things, and I realized that this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Compared to it took me many years to discover this thing. To be honest, in fact, in school, I still not so sure. Even I question teachers and all that, but in a way, I'm still not so sure. What can I do in the future? Because that 15 years old, you are still young. You know, not much of exposure. In fact, after the exposure, also sometimes you could be blinded by something else. Probably you wanted to do other business. You know, in fact, I did many business in my life. I did car business. I did studio business. You know, I did many things in my life, but I couldn't find the right things until yourself discover everything.
What makes you choose this opportunity? Because it can be seen that your path is not the same as the normal person who is at the same age like you. So what makes you choose this path?
To be frank, I did not choose any path. Actually, to be frank, it's just that my heart tells me something that I can do much more than being in the school, and you learn something that is not relevant for your future. I'm willing to learn something that is relevant for your future. I know there are people who started from steps, school. Maybe they are in the business class in school. They call it perdagangan in Malaysia, but they will go through Form 4, Form 5, SPM and all that, and then diploma level in a business, maybe business management, business, whatever business, and degree level, and yet they couldn't catch up. The real business is, whereby my part, I did diploma straight away. When I was 16, I straight away to diploma. You know, so for 16, it's quite. I think it's just quite interesting. Not many people can cope up directly straight away to that level, except if they have what you call that, an inner strength or something that keeps telling them that you can do much more than this compared to other people. You know.
If you had another opportunity, what would have happened in your life?
Nothing much happened actually. It's just that I might take the longer road compared to now. By my father, I follow it 10 years. I call it an experiential learning. So it's the easiest and the safest path that you can learn. Even if you can go through the hardest part, the easiest path. But let's say if it's not from my father, then probably I will go through. I will might to have to buy time another 10 years, maybe 20 years, to go through and then to achieve what I am now, because you don't have a guidance. But sincerely, any opportunities approach in that moment, in that 15 years old, or maybe 18 years old, I will still see something that this is not for me. I was still looking and searching for the right path, that this is me, you know, and searching through all that moments is actually quite difficult, you know. Even I have a guidance, but it is still difficult to be what you are now. It took me many years to understand what it's all about until today. So even I were given to another opportunity, I will still choose this path. Maybe if I finish SPM also, I will search for something else, but not to go through the same concept of learning a diploma and then degree, and then you go through masters and all that. It would be a lot of waste of time. You know.
What are the factors that leads you to become a successful person?
There are many factors actually. To be honest, if you talk about entrepreneurs, you have to go through, you have to experience all this. It's just like you want to be a professional, you want to be a doctor. You have to study from diploma level until PhD. That's how they experience in it through practical learning and normal education method. But compared to mine, it's most of it is actually 80% is actually experiential learning. Because if you would like to be entrepreneurs, you really need experience. Those people who are study to become a doctor also, they have experience, but they experience in on their grounds. Same goes to mine. I experience to my ground. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to learn from the entrepreneurs. That's it. You couldn't learn from other people. You couldn't learn in the college, in the school. Even you were studying until PhD, you wouldn't know what it's all about. You wouldn't know what is business. You wouldn't know anything about business. You know, all you know is about theoretical things. But compared to doctor, it's a professional. You need to know the medicine. You need to know everything. You need to know A until Z, because this is how you treat people in the future. So that is different.
One of the factors that leads you to become a successful person is the experiential learning, right? So what are the other factors that leads you to become a successful person?
Myself, personally, in Malaysia, if you can see, there are many youngsters who are thinking the same way as me. But some of them might not be lucky. Born in a poor family, you know. In fact, nowadays, if you see, the percentage of living here is very high, and the percentage of people, not even moderate people, for the poor people, is actually very high too. So these are the things that I would like to help these youngsters. Without any guidance, they do not have a light for their path or for their road. It is quite a blinded things, you know, for them. There are some people that who are in a moderate family. They can apply for PTPN. They have a good result. They can apply for this. But there are people that they are not smart in school at all. The SPM is 0, Z, or whatever. Things that they get. But in a real life we are looking at, this is one of the factors that I really wanted to help all these people in this nation who are blinded with anything, you know, maybe political agenda, maybe for other reasons that have been blinded, everything. But these people, they need a proper guidance, so a place that they can start to study with not only reasonable price, maybe the cheapest ever they can get. You know, this is one of the things that keeps me going until now, because I wanted to help all these youth in Malaysia, in Asia especially.
What makes you become successful in your life?
Well, I myself personally, I don't define I in a success group actually, but in a way I have achieved quite much for now. In fact, we'll be achieving more. Well, if you ask me, probably people with masters, they achieve a master's degree. But probably myself, you can talk maybe more on financial. I probably achieve more than them in a way, and we did many things, many activities for my business to grow. So I think probably that will be one of the success moment for me.
Right, thank you. So let us go through to the next questions. So how do you cope with your social life?
This is a very interesting topic actually. When I started left the school when I was 15 years old, I actually do not have much friendship moments with my friends and all that. But compared to people who are studying in schools and studying in colleges, I'm sure they have many friends. They can do assignments all together. But for me, most of the time I am alone, or I just cope up with all my stuffs and all that. Yeah, most of the time with work, busy every day. Every single day of my life is a busy day. Well, not much in social life actually, to be honest. Yeah.
Next questions. How do people perceive you by not having high academic background but you are able to become a successful person? So how do people perceive you even though that you are not having a high academic background?
Personally, I've never asked about how do people think about me, but most of them they have thoughts that I am well educated. Somehow they thought of I already a master's level and all that, because how could you become a CEO without any qualifications? That could be really weird for this community. But personally, not many people will think that I am not qualified to be where I am now. In fact, I've shown many progressive work, many results for the companies for in the short term of running it, you know. So all these people have the high hopes for me, to be frank, because they see me potentially to become a great leaders in the next maybe 10 or 20 years. Well, this is something that probably most of them feels about me, including all the shareholders, clients, VIPs of I met. Yes.
How do you feel about your social life now?
I am a lonely person so far. I do not have anybody in my life. Although people always see me, you know, this guy is very young, he's in the hotel, staying in the hotels, he can park in the valley everywhere. But people see me like I have many friends. Everybody wants to be my friends. No, actually, to be honest, I'm just a lonely person who searching and makes myself busy with other things.
How about your social life in terms of your job opportunities?
In terms of clients, yes, we do hang out, we do taking care of ourselves. But you know, business dealing is all business dealings compared to real social life, friendships and all that. But clients, yes, we do take care of every of our clients, our VIPs people. They are quite close with me. But you know, we do social visit, but it's more on business perspective, not in the friendship, not in the closest one. Really have the what you call that, sincerity and all that. Because when you become a business, even that we look sincere, but actually, of course, you need something as well in returns. Everybody needs something in returns.
Do you feel that you have a good communication with the clients itself?
Depends. I'm a straightforward person. It's very easy to handle things with me. So far that we delivered all what clients needs, and all the clients never complain so far, and they are quite close to me as well in terms of business relationship. I think everybody is happy, I think.
What are the impacts of your social life when becoming a successful person? Because it can be seen that you are not going through the same formal education as other students. So yeah. So what are the impacts of your social life itself?
Probably the impact is very high, to be frank, because when my friends, all of them are senior level. Most of them are older than me, to the extent that you know, I have to call them uncle sometimes because they are very, very old, 20 years above, 30 years above. Yes, indeed, I do not have a proper social life in terms of friendships, friends, close friends, best friends and all that. Well, it's not that I don't prefer to have that, it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of different level of thinking, and probably most of them think that it doesn't suit them at all because my level is somewhere else for them, but actually for me I'm quite flexible. We can tune down and talk something else, but it's just that probably people's perception, especially people that are in my age, around my age, they are still young. When they look at me, maybe they feel a very high benchmark, you know, for them to see that, to be friends with me and all that. Yeah, so it's quite difficult sometimes for me to make friends. Yeah, but I love to make friends actually.
It can be seen that you have started working when you were young. So, how do you define your risk in your working life?
If you talk about risk, I think risk is everywhere. It's just how big is the risk, how high is the risk. That's it. You know, for a normal person, the risk is very small, very little, nothing much. You study, you get loans, you get PTPN, and then after you finish your master, or after you finish your degree, and then you start working, and then you start paying. That's whereby the risk become a little bit more higher than before. Compared to me, I didn't go to the normal way. I didn't go to bachelor or masters, so I don't owe loans. If I owe loans, probably more on business will make me returns. You know, will make the returns. So if you talk about risk is everywhere. But my risk is actually higher than other people within my age, because when you do business, it's all about risk. If you cannot cope with the risk, you don't have the strength to go through whatever risk you have, then it's just not suitable to become entrepreneurs. You know, if you don't have the courage, it's not suitable. Might as well you go into a normal education standard. I'm just a normal person, just like anyone else as well. It's just that I'm doing great things for the future, for the nation future, for the youth future. 20 and 30 years upcoming, starting from this 2015. We really, myself personally, would like to have sense of growing in terms of myself, in terms of business, in terms of many things in my life. Yes.
Are you having a natural talent for influencing people?
I think everyone has the ability and talents towards influencing, but some of them are born with it, probably, or experienced with it. They went through with it, you know. So myself personally, yes, I do have influencing power. Whereby I can make friends with anybody, from the top to the ground, from the ground to the middle, anyone, you know, probably because of my total experience, my total knowledge, my total smartness, you know, that's all can be counted as an influencing power. Or additional things that can be calculated into influencing people. As far as I'm concerned, most people, some of them, they learn, they go through it. Some of them are already born with it, that you just need to polish it. You know, some of them you already have this communication power. You wouldn't need to go through the hard way and learn from below. No, you just start from somewhere. Good timing, great teaching, and great teachers as well. Then it will develop spontaneously. Yep.
What do you see currently in you, and how do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
If you ask me, I am a potential person. In fact, I have this belief that I can become a great leader somewhere in the 5 years' time, probably involved in politics and all that. But mainly now, I would like to focus more on my business and for future growing.
So how do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
In 5 years' time, I probably doing small retire of myself because I don't like to work day and night. It is quite hectic, you know. But myself personally, maybe I will involve more on something, more on community areas of line. Probably, I'm not sure whether politics, because politics is just sometimes you have to be different, you know. But maybe in communities to help people, maybe more on assisting people within 5 years' time. In fact, now we are building this my own academy for these youth. Probably in the 5 years' time, I will be focusing more on helping and developing the poorest child in Malaysia itself.
So how do you feel when becoming the center of attention?
Center of attention, I don't feel much like it's just something normal for me, because I did feel that during my father's time, so it is quite normal, nothing much, you know. I don't feel anything at all.
Do you like it?
Well, not really. Does not necessarily be in the center. Sometimes you be on the right hand, right wings, should be fine. You know, I don't really would like to be in the center so much, even though I can see many people could see that I have the potential to be in the really real centers. You know, but I still don't prefer. Probably I need more time and just to gain more experience, knowledge, and to achieve somewhere better, then I probably would be in the center.
So are you really concerned about your success?
To be frank, I'm not looking forward to whether I'm success or not, to become success or not. No, myself personally looking forward to help as many people in this nation, in this Asia country, as much as I can. This is great opportunities for them, and I'm just trying to help. Nothing much.
What is your opinion in becoming a good leader?
A great leaders, most of them, if you could see in many historical books, they have this influencing power. Whether you are politicians, you are businessmen, you are anyone. Without influencing power, they couldn't achieve what they want now. I'm not talking about sales, I'm not talking about marketing strategy. No, nothing. Influencing is a total different areas. When you influence, they become your people. Whether your business mates, whether your friendship mates, whether your followers, you know. So influencing is the most, I can say, ability to become a great leaders. Same goes like if you talk about Steve Jobs. I understand that he has the innovation power to deliver all these gadgets, but in a way, if you look in a proper angle, he is actually trying to influence, but using through the gadgets. I know he has the innovations to come at first. Some people, they have a different background of business. Probably they are doing products, some of them doing service, most of them are doing these innovation parts of things. But without influencing, how can people become their followers? Until now, Apple is still the best. Without Steve Jobs, Apple is still the best. Even he passed away, and people are still using Apple because of the branding and all that. Those are influencing power, you know.
So what do you think about your authority over other people?
Myself, personally, I don't like to order people, you know, or maybe to show them. I would prefer to lead with them, you know, not to give order to them and ask them to do this. No, I would prefer to assist and lead them all together to somewhere that we would like to achieve. Yeah.
Do you usually get the respect that you deserve when you are a CEO in the young age?
It depends on the people perception here. Well, smart people, they don't mind who is the CEO. In fact, in the great countries like US, in the great countries like Greece, they have these very young ministers, 30, 33 years old, 34 years old, and they have these very, what do you call that? In US, they have very young millionaires everywhere. You know, it's just that in Malaysia there is this small amount of people. This is what we call a culture. We wouldn't change much. In a way that most people who is smart, when they look at me, they give me a great motivation for me to move forward and carry on all these programs, you know, what I'm doing now. But for the not so smart people, they will just do sort of judgment or perception to me that, oh, this guy is young. No, I don't think he has money. I don't think he achieves so much. You know, maybe just young and trying to bullshit others. But in a way, it depends on the people perception. As for my clients, my people, my followers, they all respect me as much as I wanted. Yes.
What do you think about other people surrounding you? Are they sometimes hard to, hard to understand? Your friends, your siblings, anybody that is close to you?
Well, yes, most of them very hard to understand me because I don't speak much about my problems, my things, my inner feelings and all that. I didn't show much of my true colors of feelings. It is because I have to be a really strong person and carry these such tasks to be delivered in the remaining 20-30 years future. So this is quite hardest part actually, to be honest. Most of them very hard to understand me.
What is your opinion about yourself in having the responsibility in making decision?
My opinion is very simple. It is a big task. It is a big burden. You can call it as burden. Everyone has the burden, you know. But my determination is very high. My vision is very clear. So this is actually an opportunity for me to grow. 10 years from now, I can grow much further than people within my age. They probably become workers and work until whatever career they wanted to be. But I'm already somewhere. I could be a multi-millionaire person. I could be in Forbes. I could be anywhere, you know. Even though without this educations, normal education ways of learning, you know.
As a CEO, when you do the decision making, do you always know what you are doing? Do you foresee things differently from others?
A CEO, you need to know everything. You need to see things clearly. And in any organization, I don't think they will choose any CEO to become a CEO, except you have a good tracks background and you have a great experience in the field, and you have I can say a growing knowledge towards the future. Yes, I could see many things clearly compared to all my staff. When I asked them what we will do for this, they couldn't answer, they couldn't know, they have to find ways because this is not their level to think. As a CEO, it's a must to be knowledgeable. It's a must to be to go through experience, then you can lead. Without experience, you will not gain respect from your staff because you do not know nothing. You know, so we have to be in control on everything. We have to be knowledge on everything. I think with my 10 years of experience, it is qualified to be here. Yeah.
So next questions. What do you think when someone listens to your stories? Do they like to hear to your stories?
Most of them, they love. Yeah, I think they love different stories. Everybody in this world love different stories. If your story that you get masters from then probably nobody will listen to you because most of them are getting masters in But if you tell stories that you get your masters in your Oxford University, that probably would be different story tales. Same goes to mine. I'm 25. I have a story to them. I was in UK. I was in many places, Europe and all that. Everybody, of course, anybody. It's a fascinating story. Everybody wants to listen. Everybody wants to listen to this happy story, you know.
What do you expect from other people that you always deal with?
Well, I don't expect much as long as they can become professionals. They should be fine in a way, and as long as they have the same mindset, concept, same visions, move towards it. To me, it's just okay. You know, no problem.
So if you get what you deserve, will you be satisfied?
If you talk about satisfaction in life, I probably would think helping people would be my satisfaction. Not so much of, helping people is not something new. It's something that everybody can do, you know. But how and why and you know, where and what did you help them is the questions, you know.
How do you feel when being complimented by others?
Compliments is a normal thing. If you feel that you deserve it, you move forward with it. You take that as a motivation. But for myself, compliments is always the last part. I don't need much compliments because as long as I know what I'm doing fine. Progressively, growth should be fine.
What do you think about power? Do you have a strong will to power?
Well, that's what I call determination. Determination is it's a willpower. If you don't want those things to happen, you will do anything to prevent it happen. That's what I probably have in last time. Last time when I was in Form 3. I have the will that I shouldn't be here. I should do something else much better than here. Then I have the willpower until I didn't go to school, until I forced my family to stop me from go to school. You know, until my father, a great man, willingly to prepare a letter that I would like to stop school. You know, and I started my journey from there.
So, do you think that you can live your life in any way that you want to?
Everybody has the power to change. Anybody can change their life from good to bad, from bad to good. This is a normal cycle of life. If you have the determination towards your vision, I think everybody can change their life. You know, that's not necessarily myself, but I did change, and I did follow the path that my heart desire most.
So do you think that you can make anybody believe in anything that you want them to?
Well, it depends. It depends on the situation, but most of the time, if you talk about influencing, yes, that is a normal part. As a CEO, so you need to influence many companies, many people to come at your academy and all that.
So next questions. Do you think that you are born as a leader, and why? Why do you think that you are born as a leader?
I like this question. Well, there are people that, some people think that the leader was created, whereby everybody is born equal, and when they grow up, they can create many leaders. No. I have to be honest with this. When you born, yes, we are the same. We do not know anything about life. But our capabilities and abilities is already within us. We were born with it. We already have that. You know, compared to leaders are created, it's the whereby that you have to go through trainings, you have to go through and yet they're still there. They will not go to another path which is highest. You know, if you can see like Mahatma Gandhi. You can see Tun Mahathir. In fact, I love to talk about Tun Mahathir. He himself is not from political family at all, but he designed the blueprint of Malaysia. He designed the vision of 2020. Why it happens? Why can it happen? Why can our Prime Minister now become better like his father? Anyone can question about this, but if you can see, there are some leaders already born with it, the capabilities, the abilities, and the best part, they learn how to use it, apply it. That's make them the greatest. Some leaders, they are born not without these abilities and capabilities of influencing or any abilities. And they need to go through training, and then even after the training, that's whereby you can see. We have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prime ministers now in Malaysia. We can compare all of them. Let's say Tunku Abdul Rahman, he did the independence from Malaysia. How did he do? You know, there are countries during that time are still not independence. How did he do? Where did he find ways? If he's not smart. Second, we can see Tun Abdul Razak. He created Felda. He created all this new development for Malaysia. He created all this welfare for Malaysia. Tun Usnon didn't make much as them because they passed away 4 years' time. And then we have Tun Mahathir, from nobody, just a doctor, open up a doctor clinic in Kedah, and all of a sudden he became the greatest prime minister in Malaysia so far. And after that, Tun Abdullah didn't make much, and now Najib is trying and forcing, but again, as a father and the son, you can see the difference. You know, but for father doing great, but Najib is still trying. That's why this is very important part, whereby there are leaders who are already born with the capabilities and abilities. In fact, Tun Mahathir is not from a political area, but he holds the power in Malaysia more than 20 years. He's the only one who holds more than 20 years. The others are still flying, don't know what to do. So these are the things that I assume that most leaders, greatest leaders in this world, are born with it, because they have this intelligence area which some people they don't have it. And when they got this intelligent area they apply it, they learn it, they apply it, and they make it happen.
So do you believe that you are born as a leader?
Well, yes. One of the reasons why I'm still young, and I have yet achieved so much compared to friends and compared to people who are still in the colleges, know nothing about world.
Next question. What do you think about yourself? Do you think that you are more capable than other people?
When you talk about capability, well, it depends though. If you ask me to become a doctor now, I cannot do. You see, so everyone has their own strength areas they can cover. But myself personally, in my areas, yes, I do have greatest ability, whereby the same path. Even though we are small academy, but our base background, knowledge, experience, I can say it's almost the same level as colleges or any private institutions. We deserve something more to become their greatest rivals so far. And all the programs that I've created on my own, it's part of a blueprint for this nation, for this youth. And we are the only academy who has these programs available compared to other university colleges and the others, which cost them a very high price.
Do you look yourself as an extraordinary person? Why?
Of course, maybe because the way I think, the way I see the future is different. I can consider myself as a man of vision. Well, I'm not saying that I am the same as Tun Mahathir, but Tun Mahathir is a man of vision as well. He could see further compared to other people in this Prime Minister list. I have the same ability to see the future and to restructure according to needs currently for us to head to the future. So this is something that the ability that which others might not have as leader.
What do you think about yourself? Are you a self-focused person?
That's not necessarily a self-focused person. If I am a self-focused person, I will not have a team who help me now. I will not have clients who are loyal to me until now. I will not have followers until now. The only thing whereby I'm lack of is just more on the personal relationships and friendships towards people. The others so far I think is moving well. Yeah.
Last questions. In what ways do you think you need to grow or change?
After all these struggling moments, I'm seeking towards my personal life growth actually. If I can groom that particular areas which I always left out, we would be best because as you can see, we are not young forever. There are certain period of life that you need the companion and all that. So this is actually what I'm looking at, maybe in 2 years or 3 years time. This is something that I would like to have. You know, this is something myself lack of. You know, this is quite hard actually, to be honest.
Alright, thank you so much for your cooperation. Your cooperation is highly appreciated, and I wish you all the best for your future.
Thank you.